Okay.
So yes, yes. So that's 16 degrees. This idea of breaking apart the much more complicated drawing into something much simpler. Notice I've only got the circle and two lines, segments drawn, whereas there's a bunch of stuff going on here. That could help. And also relabeling it.
Right. Okay.
All right. Ready to go on to 18?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so this is the figure. I'm going to snip in the question here. I want you to find the area of the shaded region. So you've got to say, okay, what is this? And it's really it's a half circle, not drawn well. Take away a half circle. I find it's very helpful to do it this way, to show the composite figures separately.
Okay.
Is that, I know that's this one that's really badly drawn, but do you see that what we've got is that now? Next is finding the area. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. Half a circle is divided by 2. Now you might want to distinguish between them by using big R for the radius of the big one, minus little r for the radius of the little one.
Okay.
And so I leave it to you to tell me the radius of the big one, the radius of the little one.
The big one is 8,
Okay.
and then the little one 2.
Okay. So we got 2 and 8. All right, so you just put those into the formulas here. Pi 8 squared over 2 minus pi 2 squared over 2. You square before dividing. This is 32 pi. 64 over 2 is 32. 4 over 2 is 2 pi. So the answer is 30 pi. It does say to round to the nearest tenth, which means to use a calculator if you want. I mean, this would be an acceptable answer.
Okay.
Okay. Now, part B. Part B is finding the perimeter. And the hint is very nice. Do you ever get hints on your tests, or is that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, good. Good. I would always ask for a hint if I didn't know something. I would just, go up and say, hey, you need me a hint? And never know. They might just give you a hint. So kind of again, it's this part of the big circle, this part of the little circle, and then there's 2 segments. And we know those are 6 and 6, writing them together. So the big circle, it's a circumference. It's a 2 pi r, but we only want half of it. And again, it's probably better to use big R to indicate that it's the big radius of 8. And then the little r here, radius of 2, again, 2 pi r, but we're just cutting it in half because there's only half of it. So you get pi times r, 8 pi plus 2 pi plus 6 plus 6, 10 pi plus 12. If you want, you can go to a calculator.
Okay.
On to 23.
Yes, please.
Okay. So there's a couple of ways to do this problem. There is a formula for a four-sided quadrilateral area, but no idea if you guys would have that or think about that. But one thing you can do is sometimes you add lines. That's the hypotenuse of the right triangle BCD. And then you can actually find this length, okay? And maybe you know the answer. If you're not, your fallback or your default is a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Right.
What is the length of b to d?
Is it 5?
It is 5, okay? And then you might notice, oh yeah, this is another Pythagorean triple, 5, 12, 13. Now, it takes a little bit of like remembering what it is. And that there's like a converse that tells you that this is the uh, right angle. And the reason that's so important is the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Well, when you have a right triangle, it's leg times leg divided by 2. The two legs meet at the 90-degree angles. So you've got a right triangle ABD, right triangle BCD. You can find the area of each and add it together.
Okay.
So could you attempt to do that for us, please? I'm going to look for that other formula and we'll try that as well. It's like an extension of Hero's formula or Heron's formula. I guess not.
Is it 88 units squared?
Probably that sounds reasonable. Well, maybe you didn't. You got to find it for both. So it's 5 times 12 divided by 2 plus 3 times 4 divided by 2. And I'm hearing maybe you didn't divide by
Oh,
2.
I did 12 times 13.
Okay, so it's got to be the two legs. The leg come out from the 90-degree angle. Yeah, you could almost like draw a person. Yeah, with the stick figure there. Yes, they got two legs coming out. I don't know. Leg, body, head, arm. So now you got to remember that their legs are coming out from the 90.
Okay. So then 40.
The other one is 3, 4, 5. The legs are 3 and 4.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. It's better to make your mistakes today than tomorrow.
So then 36.
That's right. This other formula is kind of interesting, just to sort of admire it, but we don't have enough information to do it, but it's kind of a neat formula. So you need opposite angles to do it. And you don't have opposite angles. You've got that angle and that angle. But I think the formula actually does work if you have these two, because you can find the other ones, but that's way overkill. All right. So like I said, another student, that, same thing here. How did she send over stuff? I think she sent it over in. Is that okay? Is that clear?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, so we've got a ton of time left. I mean, there's nothing else you want to cover.
Um,
Otherwise, I'll find this other stuff.
no, I don't have anything specific.
Okay. All right, let me look here. Nope. Nope. I have a lot of final exam stuff right now, especially from geometry, but I don't know that it's appropriate for your class. It's more of stuff that is more formulaic, like. All right, that's not helping. Okay. Okay. So that didn't work. Let's go look in the email. So most of this is coming from the reviews, the chapter 12 review and the chapter 15 review. Did you do any of those problems? Have you done all the assigned problems from chapter 12 and 15?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just pull a couple up and you can tell me if you've done them or not. We can decide if we want to do them.
Okay.
Actually, it looks like we just grabbed that one. Okay, let me see. Have you done a problem like this?
Yes.
Or have you already done this one?
Yeah.
You already done it. Okay. That was on that review. Let's go to the other one. That seemed to have more problems on it. Okay. I think this one was pretty tough, but I don't know that this is representative of what you're going to have. Did you see a problem like this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, how can I best help you? Because I mean, we can work on problems or I can throw some out there, but I can also find other final exam problems from other schools that who knows how they're related to yours. What do you think would be best?
Um,
Or do you just want me to pick?
you can pick.
Okay, good enough. I'm not going to pick these because I think doing more rapid fire, lots of questions that are easier is a better review than really like long problems that don't give you much confidence as you head into the final. So okay, uh we're just gonna go all right, so here we go. Here's a question for you. Any chance your final is multiple choice?
It is.
Oh, it is. All right, even better. All right. It makes grading a lot easier. Okay, so this is a regular polygon. And they want you to find the area of the regular polygon. And if you're not sure, I want you to ask me for a hint, or if you're not sure how to proceed.
Is this one, where you do 1/2 the, like the radius to 5?
It's called called the apothem. Good.
And then
Times
times the 7?
times the perimeter.
Like the whole entire perimeter or just the one?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So here's let's use this works on a really simple thing like a square. So let's say it's got a side of 10. The apothem is 5. We know the area of a square is 10 times 10, 100. But if you take the perimeter, which is 40, times 5, 200, cut it in half, it's 100. So sometimes it's good to use an example of something you know. But you obviously have to do it for this one. So if you could work this out, let me know what you come up with.
Okay. Is it A?
Is it A? Looks like it. What'd you get for perimeter?
42.
Is there 6 of them? 21 times 5, it is A, yeah. Units are important, very important here. All right, so here's another problem. You do have to find the area. Snip that one more time. All right.
For this one, how do you find the radius of that half circle? Oh, is it 5?
It is 5, and it always helps. I know you don't have it in front of you, but if you did, drawing a line here would help. And it is 5.
Um, um, okay, D.
Okay. How did you come up with D? Give me your formulas, please.
Um, First I did the half circle.
What's the area of the half circle?
Uh, 5 squared pi.
Okay, so pi r squared, but you said something very important there. You said half. Where's the half?
Oh, over 2.
Yes. So why don't you recalculate your result, please?
Okay. Sorry, wait. So C then.
It is C, good. So I think that's happened a couple of times. I'm not sure if you're not, what would help, but I mean, you can notice I'm writing down the formula before I substitute the numbers in. And sometimes I know it's awkward, but if you say it out loud, right, like half the area, like you somehow you gotta convince yourself that it actually is the right formula. So easy to mess that up, especially in multiple choice. I think the mistake is thinking, oh, it's multiple choice. I'll just use the answers. Maybe sometimes. All right, so I got another problem here for you. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this one, please.
My teacher didn't go over surface area.
Oh my goodness, your teacher.
Yeah.
It's like when you swim and there's like, we're just not doing the backstroke.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? We
Yeah.
gotta do this. All right. That's not your fault. It's okay. Good that you're letting me know. I really hope that doesn't, appear somehow on your test.
I hope
Um,
so too.
maybe that's why you got one day, one part. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not going to work against you. You're not going to get to some class next year and be like, oh, I can't believe you don't know your lateral surface area problems. You'll be okay. All
Okay.
right. Give this a try, please.
Um, is it 165?
Well, that answer is
Oh,
not
wait.
there, so I
All
would
right.
suggest reworking that. That's always a good sign that maybe you're off if it's not there. So
Oh, okay. Is it 130?
now, how did you come up with that? That's probably more important.
I did 50 plus 90 plus 90 and then 360 minus that.
Okay, yeah, and so that does work. I'll point out some area there. BD is a diameter, which means that the half circle here is 180. And since they're asking about B to A to C, B to A to C plus 50 equals the 180.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is 130, but sometimes you gotta just see if there's a better way. Now, could you tell me angle X, please?
45.
Try again. There's another diameter that could be really useful to use to find that. I
Um,
think you're thinking like these are equal, and they might be, but we really don't have any way to know. So you have to do something else. Like this is Y up here, and X plus Y does equal 90, but don't know if don't know if they're equal.
oh, okay. 40.
It is 40. Good. All right. That's sufficient for me. All right. So here's a new question for you. Take a look at this, please. Let me know what you come up with.
Okay. Um, letter A.
Okay, how confident are you in your answer? Like because I don't have the answer in front of me, but
Pretty confident.
okay. Did you get X equals 20?
Yes.
Okay. And then they're asking for SRT, which is over here. Call that Y for the moment. So the other angle, 3x plus 35, 3 times 20 plus 35 is 95. So yes, they have to add up to it. Good. This is a really good question because a lot of misdirection. He doesn't want X. I would have put X as A. Then I would have put the next ones as B and C. But really good job there on that. All right. So 33 is next one I'm gonna give you here. It is a formula. So I don't want you to guess. If you need the formula, I'll give it to you because you would have that option to write it down on a reference sheet. And let's call it X and Y. I would like you to find both X and Y in this problem, please.
Um, can I have the formula, please?
So the formula says if you've got chord, and I'll call this M and big M, X, and X could be on either side. It could be, this side towards the M, this side towards the M. And the idea is that O, the center is right there. X is equal to little m plus big M divided by 2.
Okay. So I do 130 plus 100 over 2.
Yes.
Um, So X is 115 then?
Okay. And what would Y be?
65?
Good. Okay. Let me throw another problem at you. Go ahead and give this a try. If you got some questions, let me know. I'll be happy to try to answer them.
If HN is 11, does that mean HJ is also 11?
Because all tangents from a point external to a circle. So basically all tangents are congruent. So yes, those are congruent.
Okay. So then, So then x is 5?
Because the whole thing is 16. You just said it, that's 11. 11 plus 5 gets to 16, that's 5. They could also ask you for the perimeter, right? They could say, what's the perimeter? You'd have to add them all up. I'm not asking for that, but that's something else that could happen here. That's a better question than this, but. All right, so let me throw another problem at you. We looked at something like this earlier. So hopefully you'll say, yep, I've seen that before. No big deal.
So this one, is it x equals 100 minus 20 over 2? So B.
Okay, good. All right, do you know if law of sines, law of cosines will be on your exam?
Uh, I think maybe, yeah.
Okay, I think I've got one problem of each here. Again, I'm happy to provide formulas if you ask. I'm not telling you that this is law of sines or law of cosines, but it's implied because it's not a right triangle. So I'm happy to provide formulas if you'd like, but yeah, go ahead and give this one a shot, please.
Is it C?
Okay, did you get an exact answer or like was it close enough and you just estimated that?
Estimated.
Okay. Yeah, so did you use law of sines or law of cosines here?
Law of sines.
Law of sines, good. So I always like to put the thing that you're trying to find, the sine of k, over, in this case, little k, 29, equals sine of 72.6 over L, which is 29.3. Important thing here is to have the mode in your calculator. You always want to check that. Sometimes, you let your friend borrow your calculator, you get it back, it's in radians and you fail the test because you had the wrong thing the whole time. So don't do that. Always double check here what it is. But yeah, let me just double check you here and see what you got here. 72.6. Yeah. That's terrible. Why is that so far off? Okay. Yeah, very good. I didn't make these up. That's a terrible answer. All right. All right. So here is the other one. This is a law of cosines. Like if I were a student, I would say to myself, I'm probably going to get one of each. You should probably know how to use one of each and not try to gamble with my grade. I'm going to know law of sines and law of cosines, and I'm going to get one of each, and I'm going to get my answer. So give this one a try, please.
Okay. Mm. Sorry.
How are you doing on this one?
It's okay, it's all right.
Is there anything I can do to help here? I mean, I can provide the formula, guidance.
Um, the formula is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a, right?
And what you might want to do is map your letters. So since you're trying to find F, that's F. And then the other two letters are interchangeable. Like that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. What I got was, oh, wait. Wait, sorry. I don't know on this one. I got cosine A equals 5,675.
look, yeah, let me work through it here for you. I mean, I didn't want you to struggle that long. I assumed it was a long calculation for you, but do you see how we want to find F? F is the angle. So big F is there, little f goes there. Do you follow that or not? Because
Mhm.
that's kind of a, and then the other two letters go here and here. So now it's just a matter of putting those in the formula. Okay. And so from there, the only mistake can be calculator error or manipulation of the equation error. Like what you're going to see here, and maybe we just need to do one example here, cosine F. So you actually move the 19.4 squared and the 19.7 squared over. It's 22.6 squared minus 19.4 squared plus minus 19.7 squared equals minus 2 times 19.4 times 19.7 cosine F. Now you can absolutely get that number, or you can divide both sides by it. You end up getting, just grab this here, you end up getting this divided by minus 2 times 19.4 times 19.7 equals cosine F. If you're doing this in your calculator, as a reminder, you got to add parentheses, parentheses, parentheses.
Right.
Now I don't have this number, but let me get it. I got the whole thing. So I'm gonna give you that number in case you want to look at it later. It is, and this is really frustrating. It is 0.33. And that is one of the answers, but that's not the answer that you want. You have to then undo cosine with cosine inverse of 0.33. Sorry.
Okay.
And you do end up getting 71 degrees.
Okay.
So it sounds like you might want to review one of our lessons on law sines, cosines. I think we did that. Look at the notes. I'm way behind on the video, so I do apologize. Or just going out to, Khan Academy and finding a video to do 1 or 2 problems on just law of cosines.
Okay. Got it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stop here.